Live from the Empire State, by way of the Big Apple, the Jay David Show.
Welcome to tonight's show. Do we have a great show for you? I'm your host, Jay David, and we have that world-famous actor, Nino DeMarco. He's here tonight. He's made so many films. I just want to welcome Nino right now to the show. Nino, how are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, right?
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, it's
you're
great
looking
to have
good.
you.
You know what I mean? You're
You
looking
too.
good today.
You too.
So you gonna hit me with some questions today, or what?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Go ahead.
All right. Tell us about your last film, The Princess and the Palm Tree.
Yeah, it was all right. You know, there's not much to say about it. I did a great job, though. I mean, there were some camera angles that captured me where I think I looked the best I ever looked in my life. My eyes were like, they showed up on screen just beautifully. And my hair was combed just right. The makeup people were good, but I didn't even need them, you know. And my acting was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I did things kind of like from the Strasberg School, I would say the Stella Adler School, from the Meisner School, and I never went to any of those schools. But the thing is, I know what they teach. And I'm going to be honest, I'd have to say that, you know, the chick in the film, what's her name? The girl.
Oh, Heather Rothschild.
Heather Rothschild. I mean,
She's a beautiful woman.
She's
beautiful.
Yeah, she's pretty. You know, I've dated, you know, but she's pretty. She did a really nice job. A lot of people think of it as her film, but more or less, I'd have to say that I think for me, I think I carried the film. I was phenomenal and stuff. But, you know, let the audience judge that way, you know.
I mean, you're always phenomenal, right? I mean, of course.
You know, a lot of people seem to agree with that. And, you know, I'm going to be honest. I think it was a really good performance on my part and stuff. And the other people were good, too. The Heather girl was really good. I mean, she's done a lot of stuff. I mean, what else was she in?
Well, let's talk about Heather a little. I mean, what was it like working with Heather Rothschild? I mean, she is the star, right? Isn't she the star of the film? I mean, don't you?
Don't go by that. Did you see the film?
You know, I saw the commercial for the film, and you know, I was surprised not to see your name even mentioned. What was the story with that?
She was good. You know, it's a lot of politics in this whole show business thing. I mean, she's good. She got the big name and everything. Blah blah, bing bing. But I mean, the thing is, if you see the movie, it's so obvious that the stuff I did was just unbelievable. I mean, Heather. What can I say about Heather? You know, what's her last name? Rothschild.
That's it.
Sweet kid. I mean, she's nice, a little bit of an attitude. She's young, one of those young kids who, you know, she's probably going to be somewhat of a star, you know, because obviously the public, the talent, you know, whatever's out there today, it's not like the old days we had the real great actors. I consider myself a throwback. So, you know, my talent, I think every scene I had with Heather, I would have to say I pretty much dominated. And she was good. I'm not knocking her. I think she has a lot of potential, but I'm already there. So what are they talking about her all the time for? You got me on your show. You don't got Heather. So why don't we just go with me? Forget about this chick. I mean, nothing against her, you know?
Well, it's funny. I did see her on the Star magazine just the other day, just coincidentally. You know, they had a whole article about her.
Any pictures of me in there?
I thought there would be, but no, to my surprise, there wasn't. I couldn't believe it, you know.
Can we go on to the next question,
Yeah,
buddy?
I'm sorry. Let's go to the next question.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's getting redundant already.
No, that's true. We want to talk about you, don't we?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here for, right?
Of course, you are. You're right.
I'm starting to get a little upset with this.
Don't get upset.
So, you know,
there's rumors that this could be a possible nomination for Mrs. Rothschild.
Again, with Mrs. Rothschild.
Well, I don't.
Why don't you just bring this broad on the show?
Well, no,
I mean, seriously, what are you wasting my time for?
No, we're not wasting your time.
Heather, everything's Heather.
Well, you know, she's
I like to smack her in the face, this dumb broad. Now, why don't we go? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm not to the audience. I'm not against women or nothing like that. I would never hit her. I think it's disgusting. But I mean, he keeps talking about it. Can you blame me for being this upset?
Let me ask you this. So
don't get it. I treated her with kid gloves. I mean, I stroked her hair. I gave her a back rub.
Right.
And God forbid she would give me something in return. Only kid, you know what I mean? Oh, but nah, she wasn't the brightest girl in the world. And you know, I mean, look, I'm dating a girl now who's beautiful and stuff. And quite frankly, I think the girl that I'm dating now should be a movie star. She doesn't want me to mention her name, or I would. And she's in the audience. So, hey, sweetie, how you doing, baby? Huh? I love you. Oh.
So you see this more as your vehicle, is that right?
Much more. I see everything as my vehicle. Right. You know, I mean, Hollywood sometimes they have these things where they cast these total like clowns as stars and stuff. And to me, it's like, why isn't it all about me? To me, everything should be about me.
Well, I can understand it. I mean, let's talk about your last film.
It is about me.
Hey, of course it's about you. Look, your good looks, the way you look, the way
I carry myself. Look at this ring, huh?
That's a
35 grand for this ring.
Wow.
And you know something? I didn't pay a dime for it. They had me use it like as part of the costume, and I just said, you know what? If I'm going to use it, it's me. I should have it, and I never gave it back.
Now, was that about your last movie? Your film. You played a doctor that works for the mob.
That was a nice
Could you
part.
tell us about that?
That was amazing. There's nothing else to say. I was completely amazing in that film. I mean, you think of it, it's realistic. A doctor that works for the mob. I mean, these guys get shot, they get hurt, they get beaten up. You need a good doctor to take care of them. I mean, they're people, they're hardworking people. People like to judge them, but hey, they do what they do. I respect them, and to me, it's a great opportunity to get paid well and to treat them after they get hurt. If they get hurt, sometimes things happen. Mistakes. Usually mistakes. It's mix-ups. It's all phony. It's not what it's cracked out to be. They're good people.
Now, Nino, did you play Dr. Vinny Boombatz in that film? Was that right? Was it Vinny Boombatz you played?
Don't you think that's like racially stereotyping what you're doing
I
now?
thought that was the name of the guy. I don't know. I could be wrong.
So I'm just curious. Do you do your research before you call people onto these shows?
Well, sometimes I do. I try to do the best I can.
I think you do pretty good, right, Tom? Is it Tom?
No, it's Tom. Jay.
Jay. I'm sorry.
Right, hey, that's
Jay, Tom,
all right.
what's the difference?
That's all right.
But listen,
That's all right.
I'd
Mino,
appreciate
it's
in the
okay.
future, next time you have me on, if you maybe watch some of the films that I do. I mean, Vinny Boombatz, what is that? Well, what's that about? Where do you come with that?
Well, it's just the name of a doctor I thought you played.
A little bit insulted, a little bit.
I don't listen. Don't get insulted.
So you got any more good questions? Or am I wasting my time?
No,
over
you're
here?
never wasting your time. When you're on the Jay David Show, it's never a waste of time. Our audience, by the way, we got a commercial break in 2 minutes, but our audience, millions of people watch me every night. You know that, right? I mean, you were lucky to come on this show,
I never saw the show before.
You never saw the show before?
To me, it wasn't. I don't watch talk shows. I don't watch much TV unless I'm on it.
Well, let me ask you a
You
question.
seem like you're good at what you do, though, for the most part. You
thank
seem
you.
like you
I
do
try,
not much
I
research,
try.
but you have a nice way with with verbiage and the way you speak. It's not, there is some talent. It's untapped. How long have you been doing this thing for?
Just 20 years, that's all.
This thing's about 20 years,
yeah.
and I missed it that many times.
I know.
On me. I got to start watching.
It's hard to believe.
I don't even watch the news.
Hey, you're a big film actor. You don't watch too much small screen TV, I would imagine.
If I'm in it, I'll watch it.
I mean, right, that's about it.
If I'm in it, I'll watch
So
it,
you get
you
to
know.
watch this. You probably tape it from your DVR and watch it a million times, right? Give it to your friends. Tell them we're
This
on,
I'll
right?
watch, and I
Yeah.
might even tell people about you. Now that you had me on, and not for nothing, but what took you so long to get me on over here?
We tried. Your agent's a pain in the neck. I mean, pardon me. You know what I'm saying?
He's gone.
He wanted all sorts of money for you. He kept telling us, he's very busy. My client, he's Nino DeMarco. Kept telling me, he's Nino DeMarco. Nino DeMarco.
He's good. Maybe I'll
You know
keep
what I'm
him.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And we were like, okay, what's next? How do we get him on? He's Nino DeMarco. I mean, what can we do? That's why it took so long.
You got a lot of energy, don't you?
I do. I try.
You drink a lot of caffeine or something?
Hey, it's just, I don't know. It's all bottled up inside me. I don't know what
A
it
lot
is,
of energy,
but,
my friend.
you know.
Why don't you go to another question or something?
Yeah, let's
I'm
go to the
starting
next
get a little
question.
bored over here.
Let's talk before you get bored. Are there any types of political issues that you're really interested in?
what?
Tell me about
What
your.
kind of political?
What do you consider important politically? I mean, what are you into these days? What kind of? What do you spare time? What's your passion? Nino, tell me about your passion. What do you love to do?
Me?
Yeah.
It's kind of all about me. I mean, what I bring to the audience, what I bring to other people's lives. I mean, I think I've enriched many people's lives just from being me, from talking to people, from stopping, shaking hands with people, kissing women on the cheek and stuff, shaking hands with the fellas. I bring, as far as like political stuff, they talk about the greenhouse effect and the ozone layer. What is it? What is that? I mean, you wake up, you breathe, you live a long life, you're dead. I mean, what is this with the greenhouse effect? Earthquakes, they talk about feast and famines. Come on. I mean, when it's over, it's over. While it's here, let's just watch my movies. That's what it's about, watching me, watching some of the other fellas too. But I don't know, life is too short to be going into this political crap. It ain't for me. Any more questions
How
over
about
here?
commercials? You do any commercials?
No.
No.
No, I mean, you know what it is? I'm a film actor, and I'm a little snobbish about commercials and stuff like that. This is what I do.
Well, you're good at what you do.
They're signaling for a commercial over here. What is this?
Well, we got a commercial.
They're going to
coming
break
up.
when I'm
That's true.
speaking. You kidding me?
Listen, no one's going to interrupt. But you know what? We got to pay the bills. That's why I've been on the air for 20 years.
I
by
don't go
paying
for
the
that.
bills.
I
You
don't
know
go
what
for.
I'm
No,
saying?
I'm sorry, I don't go for that.
So Nino, you've been a great guest. I mean, and your movie here, the Princess and the Palm Tree.
Right.
We encourage everyone to get out there and see Nino DeMarco in The Princess and the Palm Tree.
You
Is that
should watch
correct?
it. It's good.
Absolutely.
It's good. I'm particularly good in
That's
this
right.
film.
Starring Heather Rothschild, by the way. Is that right?
Yeah, if you say so. Heather,
Okay.
is it Rothschild?
Rothschild, that's her name, yeah, Rothschild. All
right, well, whatever you
the
say.
bikinis, the hot-looking chick, she's on the
She's a good-looking
Star
girl and
magazine.
stuff like
Good-looking
that.
girl, yeah, she
You know,
is.
like I said, I stole the film. I don't want to have to keep reiterating that, but it's.
Right.
I pretty much took everything, but she was good.
Yeah.
If she gets a
Well,
nomination, I'd be surprised.
Well, Nino, I'm sorry, we got to cut to a commercial break right now.
Hey, listen, you're
It was
done
great.
good.
Thank you.
Keep up with
Thank
the good
you.
luck. Keep the
Hey,
show going.
we're gonna
Get
do
another
what we
few
can.
years out of it. Why
Thank
not?
you very much. It was great having you.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Good night now.
Yeah, take it easy.